Well, good morning, everybody. See this right here? That's not good. It is, as you can see, 2:19 in the morning Central Standard Time. This is something a little bit different in Forsyth. I've never seen that F lit up like that for them. So that's kind of cool. Um, but no, we're gonna head to. As you can't really see me. Um, We're gonna head to Billings to I-State. These trucks come with a DEF diesel exhaust fluid, and I've got a sensor that went bad this morning. So I got about 4 hours before to go into D rate, which is I'll be doing 5 miles an hour. So Billings is about an hour and a half. I'm gonna coordinate with a place called I-State and see if we can't get the repairs done so we can mosey on down the road. All right, as trucking would go, as they would say. Good morning, everybody. Let's get her going. Time to get back to work. Love you guys. I'm out. Good morning, everybody. Well, it's not good sitting there. We have a DEF issue, some sensor, and this is the part that everybody's feared. It's a part shortage on this thing. Not sure if they'll have the part for me or not. So just thought I'd pop back in and because they can bypass it, but then there's all kinds of crap that they got to do. But so we'll see if we get out of Billings. This is the Motor Power Kenworth here in Billings, Montana. This will be kind of sort of the new style we're getting. We will not get the extra wheel in there, but or the long wheelbase. But yeah, that'd be the new ride, or at least what the front end sort of looks like with that we're getting. But yeah, I still like that W9. I'll take that. But so here we sit. $250,000 paperweight because of a stainless steel float inside. From the way I understand it, it's like the old carburetors. For those of you that are sort of motorheads, there's like a float in the carburetor, and if it doesn't work right, it just messes your carburetor up. Well, inside the tank, you have a float. Climb back in the truck. It's a little breezy this morning. It's not too bad. But there's a float in the tank, the DEF tank, and I guess it's knocking the sensor out or something, or I don't know, it's not reading right. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but what happens is if the sensor doesn't work right, this thing goes into what they call a derate mode, which would happen within the next couple of hours. So that's why I was only able to make it here like 95 miles or something like that from where I started in Forsyth. And if it goes into derate, you'll only be doing 5 miles an hour. It'll have to go on the hook. It'll have to be towed, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. We're hoping the parts department opens here in another half hour or so. See if they have the part. Then we may have to wait till the service gets in. So it looks like I'll be here a good portion of the day in Billings. So just that. So it's a trucking thing. So Welcome to this is directly related to us. Let me flip you guys around a bit with all these shortages across America. I'll just say it. There's not a shortage of truck drivers. I got asked that question when I was on vacation. Went to my barber shop Tuesday last week, and they're asking me about shortages, but yet they still see a lot of trucks out there. I'm like, well, that's because the news media will lie to you. There's no shortage of trucks. You just can't shut down the free economy and then you pay people not to go back to work, to sit on their couches. There's going to be an effect of that. So, and we're still feeling that. Nobody's ever shut an economy down like we did for that China virus. Just saying. So, and if they don't have the part because they're an authorized Kenworth dealer, they can bypass it, I think, in order to get me back to Minnesota. And then my truck will go back into the shop again in Minnesota when I get back, or Wisconsin, to the Kenworth dealer there, and then they got to do stuff or whatever, reprogram it, blah blah blah. So it's just a nightmare. So, all right, guys. Well, I've rambled enough about this morning. So, it's an adventure, that's for certain. I used to say that all the time. It's a journey. But anyway, guys, thanks for the responses on the spices. Yeah, it's kind of fun. So, all right, guys. It's Monday, and it's certainly acting like one. Well, I think she's in a bay. Can't find her. She was in that hole right there. That's where I parked it. There's my wagon right next to the Purdy Reefer. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. As trucking turns, as they would say. Looks good though if they got it in the shop early. I don't have to wait hours and hours and hours. So let's keep our fingers crossed. I'll get back to you. Hampton is right there, and we come across all the way up into Fargo, all the way across North Dakota, and we spent the night right there. Forsyth. And we're currently sitting right here, only about 90 miles. Been here since 3 a.m. And then we go all the way across, get rid of that glare, all the way up here, and then we cross the Panhandle, drop down, and come down in here. Because right here is Ritzville. That's right where 90 and 395 South split. My buddy Dana down here in Richland, Pasco, Kennewick, the Tri-Cities. Then we pick up 84. We run that all the way across over here to there's Vancouver. But where that number 7 is right where we go. Yep. And then we run up 5, all the way up through And we go right into, there's Federal Way. Let me get my hand out of the way. We go right up in there. We drop right down in there. And then when we leave, we just shoot right back on 90. And take 90 all the way back to Ritzville right there. But we're yeah, there's the map. Bring it back a little bit. We're still at the Kenworth dealer here in Billings. So, all right, guys. Still working on it. We'll see what happens. This is the lounge, the break area where we're at. So, copy. Been staying away from that. We'll just see what happens because I can't drink that crap. So, oh well. All right, guys. Well, as the trucking world would turn, we'll see how this day goes. I'll get back to you. Nobody working on it. Afternoon, guys. It's 13:30 Central Standard Time. No progress. I don't think this place is in any hurry. Just saying. And they even have the part. I've officially been here since 3 a.m. So definitely been here for 10 hours. So we're going to do a part 1, part 2 on this. I think I'm just going to roll the day up on this because I have no idea what time I'm getting out of here. So we're just going to roll the cords up on this day. Call this Kenworth part 1. Yep. Yeah. All right, guys. Keep Steel Horse in it. She'll be fine. She'll be all fine. She's a good truck. Just got slow mechanics. Just saying. And they're not usually like this here at the Billings. So I'm just saying. All right, guys. Well, I've gabbed enough. I'm gonna kind of just chill. It's gonna be a late night tonight. Whenever I do finally get the truck, I'll be running out of here. I should be able to make it to, I don't know if I'll have parking because it'll be after hours. So that's the other thing. When you get down there on 84 in Oregon, you start running out of parking. And I'm not sitting on the shoulder of the road. So we'll just see how this all works out. All right, guys. But I should make it around Boardman area in Oregon, Arlington, Oregon, somewhere in that area. It's about an 11-hour drive from here after being up for all day. So, yeah. Happy thoughts, right, guys? Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Perspective, right? Love you guys. On that, as always, Lord willing, I'll see you guys tomorrow.